What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be jumping into what exactly happened today in the markets. The markets absolutely got obliterated today. They dropped significantly. They were up about almost 2%, and we came down a whopping, how much was it? Like insane amount, like almost 3%. So, what a crazy swing in the markets. After seeing NVIDIA's earnings and getting all excited and happy, not gonna lie, that was me, just because, NVIDIA plays such a large role in what the overall market looks like. It's about an 8%, if I'm not mistaken. And in my opinion, I thought that we were just gonna keep ripping higher to year end. And I think right now is a situation where I'm like reevaluating what exactly the end of the year is gonna look like. And whether it's up or down, there's always gonna be pros and cons to each, right? Of course, we would love to see the market just go up and up and up and up and up all the time, right? That is not the case. The market does not work like that. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The stock market consists of transferring money from the inpatient to the patient, and right now we can clearly see that. Um, we're seeing an absolute bloodbath in the markets right now. And to tell you the truth, it's not even it could be worse. It could be worse. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen really quick, and you can see a visual here on the screen. So this right here is a weekly chart of the total S&P 500. As you can see, yes, there is some selling. As I mentioned before, red candles means that there's no buyers present, there's sellers, right? And every candle tells you a story, right? So clearly this right here, the 696945 was the top, right? Where the green line's at. And this is where we're at. So I think what happens a lot of the times, and this is something that I've learned, if you are in companies that are not putting up valuation, if you are in companies that are not putting numbers on the board, they're not making money, they are a risky asset, you are going to see that reflect on days like this, right? The two names that really come to mind, really one, OKLO. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard that company, but it's Oklo. That company did an insane run this year. And when days like this come, I mean, let's check that out. This company today took a massive beating. I mean, from the highs at 195, 194 to where it's at right now, $88. That is a that is a 54% drop in the stock. And the reason why I'm bringing that stock up specifically, and really any stock in general that is not putting up numbers, they are going to get beat up whenever the S&P or the market in general pulls back 1, 2, 3%. The reason those get affected the most is because they have no numbers to show for them, right? Right? It's like people buy these stocks that are not providing value to shareholders. It's just hype. When you get into that meme play, the meme stock, the meme coins, it's very sexy to buy them when it's going up. But if you do not know what you're holding and the market drops 1 to 2% and you're not holding things that you're comfortable holding and if you don't know what you're holding, you're going to get hurt. You're going to see a huge downside pressure on your portfolio, right? So something that I very much preach is you must know what you're holding, right? I am a huge advocate of SoFi. I use them as a company. I bank with them. I do everything. I do most of my banking with SoFi, right? I invested in SoFi. I use their platforms. So for me, I've done my due diligence on SoFi. So SoFi, if it drops, I'm okay. I mean, instead, I look to buy, right? Those are opportunities. If anybody follows me on my page, I speak about this all the time. When the market drops, it sucks. Your portfolio, it sucks to see down days. Today I think alone I lost about $15,000, and again, if I do not sell, it's not considered a loss. So you want to always make sure you're holding the proper stocks so that way when we do drop, because the market does cannot go up in a straight line. You must remember that. So you have to be able to really identify what type of investor are you, right? If you are strictly just short-term playing this, you are going to be hurt, right? Let's say you put an investment last month and you invested up here at 6,800, right? And we're down to 6,581 in the S&P. It's gonna hurt you if you're short-term thinking. But when you flip the switch and you think long-term, this is opportunity right here. If we zoom out, this was earlier this year in April. We were way down here, right at this line, this green line. To now, look where we're at. Are we really dying or crashing? Like in reality, no. I know the fear and greed is at extreme fear right now, but like I mean, let's be real here. That is a 35% increase from April of this year alone. So I don't know. It really it really triggers me when I see people panic when it comes to stuff like this, right? It sucks to see. I understand your market, your portfolio is down, you lost money. Well, you didn't technically lose money if you don't realize it or sell it, right? But it frustrates me to see people freak out and sell when the market does things like this, like, right? If it does drop again, if it continues dropping tomorrow, for example, I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking 5, 10, 15 years down the road. As long as I'm invested in strong companies, especially the S&P 500, over the long period of time, if we go to the monthly chart, the market has done its thing. It's as simple as just stick to it. Long term will pay you, patience will pay you. It's like that quote that I mentioned previously. Nobody, or what was it? Everybody wants 10x returns, but nobody can stomach the 10x patience. And this is what it looks like, right? When the market drops, because it does drop, it will always drop. Do not panic. Buy when others are fearful, and you will be fine in the long period of time. It takes time. If you want to build wealth, this right here is the answer. Stick to the program, stick to the game, buy when others are fearful, and wait it out. Just stay patient. I've been doing this 5 years now. It's not a lot. I know folks have been doing it 10, 15, 20 years. They say the same exact thing. The same exact thing. Know what you own. Right now is when you should be doing the research. When everybody's scared. Why? Right? If you're buying a meme coin or a meme stock, you better be scared right now. Definitely. Because you're probably down 50, 60, 70% on that thing, right? Because there's no value to it. So whenever the market recovers, the market will always run to value. And if you're not holding anything valuable, if you're not holding a company, an asset that has value, that's producing numbers, that's growing, it's just not going to work, And that's specifically for single stock investing or single coin investing, right? If you're in the S&P 500 and it's what I do, I don't care, right? Right now I'm buying every check I'm buying, right? I'm storing money away, and over the long period of time, you will be rewarded. Simple as that. So anyways, just wanted to make a quick video on today. Today was actually pretty brutal just because it was a rug pull, right? So a lot of people thought, and myself included, the market was just going to rise, right? We're going to end the year in a Santa Claus rally. I still believe we will be ending the year in a Santa Claus rally. I think that we will still get a December cut, but short term, it sucks. It really does. So, like I said, just wanted to come on here and just share a video of what I'm doing. I'm looking to buy certain names. I'm looking to buy the S&P 500. I am looking to This is an opportunity for me, right? Not only to reevaluate my portfolio, reevaluate my theses on specific companies, right? You want to make sure you know what you're holding, right? Um, but yeah, this is an opportunity. This is what I call an opportunity, right? Just stick to the program, stick to the game, slowly but surely, just continue to stack your chips and you will not be disappointed. Again, it takes times. It takes time. It does suck seeing the market drop. It really does, but over the long period of time, I will never finish saying this enough. The long-term game wins. So, anyways, guys, hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys in the next video.